Hi everyone. So just hopefully get a few people joining me. A little bit of a blurb while we're waiting for everyone to join. So this is, I think I written down earlier as week 12 as Sara, Parr, physio and Pilates. Can't quite believe we're into week 12. Hope everybody's okay. So this class is obviously running live tonight. It's also going to be replayed as part of Active in Redbourne's initiative, and that's going to be replayed on Saturday morning at 11 AM. So if you've enjoyed it, please join in again. The class is obviously live this evening, so the disclaimer I've said the past few weeks, I do have a little girl upstairs. If she wakes up at any point in time, I will have to just pause the class. A few other things to say. Normally I do two classes, one at a sort of more lower level for lower back pain individuals, and one at a slightly higher level for the Run Redbourne Running Club. This class is obviously an hour-long class. I do try and amalgamate the two a little bit, so I will give option 1 and option 2 exercises throughout this session. Obviously stick to what you're comfortable with, don't want you pushing into pain at any point in time, and just do what you can. I can see a few people joining me. I'm going to pop my glasses on just for a second, see who we've got. Let me ignore this one. Hi Pete, hi Sam, hi Carol. Okay, we're going to get started and hopefully we'll get a few more people joining as we go along. If I've never met you, hello, I'm glad you're joining us. Let's get some music on. Okay, so with Pilates we always start with our start position. So our start position, we're going to take our toes out and our heels out to meet. Toes, knees, hips in a line, okay? From here, just think about your pelvic position. We don't want a forward tilted pelvis or an overly backward tilted pelvis. Have a little rock of your hips backwards and forwards and just tuck the tailbone under. As you tuck the tailbone under, you'll feel those core muscles switching on and engaging. And then from there, think about your spine. Elongate that spine, standing up nice and tall. Imagine a helium balloon lifting out of the crown of the head. We're feeling wide through the collarbones. Little fingers should be in line with the sides of the trousers. So this is your start position. From here, we're just going to loosen things off a little bit. Pop your hands onto your hips for me, keeping that core engaged. I want you to just have a little bit of a hula hoop for me. Any tension in the hips, the pelvis, the lumbar spine, just feeling it loosen off. Change direction. Feel the weight transfer through your heels, the sides of the feet to the toes. Keep that belly button to your spine, and then reset in the middle. Weight 50-50, left and right, core engaged, helium balloon lifting you tall. Just loosening off the shoulders, giving a few forward rolls of the shoulders. So nice and gently loosening off any tension in the neck muscles if you've been at your desk or working from home or driving. And then changing direction, going backwards, really emphasising the back and down, switching off these overactive top neck muscles and switching on these underactive postural muscles. And then just one last one, pop those hands in line with the sides of your legs. And then just to finish the rotation, pop your imaginary pencil on your nose and just gently giving me a head and neck roll. So circling the head down and round, loosening off any tension. And again, changing direction. Don't go fast with this, don't want you going dizzy. And then just resetting, popping your head back onto the centre. I'm going to give you a gentle knee bend, so just soften your knees. We're going to come into backstroke arms. As you take a breath in, you're going to bring the arm forwards, really reach to the ceiling, elongate through the side. Then as you exhale, you're rotating all the way backwards. Nice little twist, and then swapping over. Inhale, rotating, reaching up. Exhale, coming back. The knees are bent, so you don't put any stress on the knees. So inhaling, reaching up, extending, exhale, coming back. Make sure the head follows, so you're looking up as you extend through the side, and exhale as you're looking back. Inhale, reaching, looking up, exhaling, coming round. We're going to do 4 more. Really enjoy that stretch. There should be some rotation through the spine, a little bit of rotation through the upper back. and the lower back. One more each side. Should be warming up nicely, loosening off any tension. Okay, excellent. Bring those knees back in, reset that core posture. Coming into your dumb waiter, palms up to the ceiling here. Now with this, your level 1 is your feet stay hip distance apart. Your level 2, you're going to challenge your balance. So I'll start with level 1 and level 2s. You can come into a tightrope foot position, so one foot in front of the other on imaginary tightrope. Okay, so level 1's hip distance. The movement, draw your shoulders back and down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you bring the shoulders out. Inhale to return. Exhale, bring the shoulders out. Inhale to return. Level 2, you've got your tightrope foot position, so it's just a narrower base of support. So working your balance as well as your upper back and postural muscles. Your core should be engaged and switched on. Whilst you're doing this exercise, it's these mid-back muscles that we're working on. They're your postural muscles, they're the ones that keep you up nice and tall, and they're the ones that get forgotten about when you're slouching over desktops and laptops. If you can't do the breathing pattern, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. But generally it's exhale with the effort and inhale with the return. 2 more here. Okay, excellent. Relax the arms for a second, give the shoulders a roll. If you've got tightrope foot position, I want you to swap. Put the opposite foot forward. If you're on the level 1 and hip distance, just check your feet are forward, your core's engaged. The movement starts the same, but we're doing a slightly different one. Taking a breath in. This time as you exhale, the arms come out, but then your palms turn and you reach as you exhale, and then inhale and scoot back up. Exhale, coming out, turning the palms and reach. Inhale, scoot back up. Level 2s are on the tightrope foot position, but the same arm movements. Keep those shoulders back and down, the neck nice and long. That helium balloon is still lifting the crown of the head nice and tall, and the string of the helium balloon is attached to your pelvic floor, and really drawing those core muscles in as it lifts you. 3 more here, doing great, guys. If you're on the level 2, really focus on your balance. Last one. Okay, excellent. Give me a shoulder roll and reset your feet back into the hips, feet hip distance apart if you've been tightrope feet. Just coming into a back stretch, stretching those muscles we've just worked. Pop the hands back to back, drop the hands to the floor and draw the chin to the chest. However, when you're doing this, core's still engaged. Feel the stretch across the back of the neck and the upper shoulders, just holding that there. Nice relaxed breathing. And then take a breath in for me. This time as you exhale, lift the head, squeeze the shoulders back and down, opening up the chest now. Hold this here, have another breath. Exhale and squeeze. Brilliant, okay. Popping your hands onto your hips, check that core's engaged. We're just going to go into some nice simple foot pedals to begin with. You're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, one knee goes up. Inhale, we're swapping. Okay, exhale, inhale. So just nice, steady foot pedals. I want you to imagine there's a spring between your rib and your hips and it doesn't change. Imagine your hips are a bucket of water. You don't slosh any water out of the side. Imagine your spirit level on your waistband, the bubbles in line with your belly button, and you're not rocking your hips. All of this in the middle stays nice and controlled. So these are just your foot pedals, doing great, guys. So this is your level 1. If you're finding this a challenge, please stick here. The level 2, we're going to add in some arms, okay? So the feet are still going. I want you to bring into an arm float for the level 2. Keep the feet going. And then this next time as you take a breath, you're going to float the opposite arm up and the opposite arm down. That's it, brilliant. So as you lift your knees, your arms come too. So this is your toy soldier arms. Nice steady inhale, exhale with movement. Keep that core controlled. Doing really good. 4 more. Excellent. Reset your posture. Draw the shoulders back and down. Toes, knees and hips engaged. Core engaged. Head up on top of that shoulders. Okay, so our next movement, we're going to give the glutes a little bit of a work. We're coming into our standing clam, okay? So again, there's a level 1 and level 2 for the standing clam. Level 1, the toes stay on the floor and the foot rests on the ankle, okay? Level 2, your foot rests on the calf or the outer aspect of the calf. So level 2 is more of a balance challenge. Level 1, you've got your toes on the floor for a bit of support. Doesn't matter which leg we do first because you will be swapping over. Core engaged, those imaginary springs switched on. I'll show you level 1 and level 2. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, rotate the knee out. Inhale, return. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, return. Imagine you've got little car lights on your hips. They stay pointing forwards. This is level 1, toe on the floor. Level 2, foot resting on your calf, a bit more of a balance challenge. Keep those hips forwards. You're not rotating from the hips or the spine, it's all rotation from the gluteal muscle. So the pelvis stays forwards. Keep that core engaged. Remember, exhale with the effort, so as you come out, you're exhaling, inhale to return. We're going to do 3 more. Last one. Excellent. Swap your feet, give your legs a quick shake. If you're going for level 1, again, your toes are on the floor. Level 2, your foot's on your calf, okay? Really engage the core muscles, head up, shoulders back and down, okay? So again, I'll show you both. Breath to prepare. Exhale, rotate out. Inhale, return. Exhale, rotate out. Inhale, return. Again, in those imaginary headlights, stay pointing forward. You're not rotating through the pelvis, it's just through the gluteal muscles. So this is your level 1, or you're at your level 2, challenging your balance that little bit more. That helium balloon should still be lifting you tall. Your core should still be engaged. Do really good. 3 more. Okay, excellent. Planting the foot back on the floor. Just give those legs a quick shake. Our last exercise here for the balance is our foot series. We've done this one before. It's a nice little challenge. I'm actually going to show you side on, okay, because I think you can see better. So again, you need to have your posture up nice and tall, arms by your side, hands by your side, core engaged, looking forwards. You might want to fix on a point because it helps with your balance. So to start the movement, you're going to bend your knees, okay? Don't want your bottom sticking out or your back arch, bending your knees, core engaged. Okay, with your knees bent, you're going to go up onto your toes. Hold that there for me. And then from here, you're going to extend up onto your tippy toes and then slowly lower. Real balance challenge. So again, bend the knees, raise the heels, extend, lower. Bend the knees, raise the heels, extend, lower. And again, bend the knees, raise the heels, extend, lower. Keep the core engaged. Bend the knees, raise the heels, extend, lower. We've got 1 more here. Bend the knees, raise the heels, hold it for me. Hold, 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 balance challenge, keep holding. Excellent. Raise up onto the tiptoes, hold, hold, hold. Nice and tall, and slowly down. Excellent. Now we're going to do it in reverse, okay? So, to begin with, you come up onto your toes now. Get that balance. Keep your heels off the floor as you bend the knees. Hold that there for me. Excellent. Drop the heels and then extend the knees. Brilliant. And again, up onto your tiptoes, get your balance. Bend your knees. Drop your heels. Extend. Brilliant. We'll do a few more here. Up onto the toes. Bend the knees. Drop the heels. Extend. 2 more. Up onto your toes. Bend the knees. Drop the heels. Extend. Last one. We're going to do it super slow. Up onto your toes. Hold it for me. Hold, hold, hold. Bend the knees. Stay on your toes. Good. Perfect. Doing really good, guys. Drop the heels. Extend. Brilliant. Give your legs a quick shake. Okay, last bit in standing. We're just going to do a warrior, which is a strength pose, but it's also stretch. It is stolen from yoga, but hey ho, there's a nice overlap with yoga and Pilates. So to begin with, make a T with your feet, okay? And then take a nice step out with that T. So one leg is pointing forwards, one leg is pointing outwards. And have a bend forwards with that front leg. You'll feel a stretch through the inner thigh. Hold that there, head up, shoulders back and down. Are you feeling the stretch? Core engaged. Extend the arms. This is your warrior pose, okay? From here, you're looking forwards. Now hold that for me. Nice and strong. If you can't feel it, bend the knee a little bit more. You'll really feel you're working now, okay? Hold this here. And then we're going to reverse the warrior. You're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, the right arm reaches up, the left arm reaches down. Head looks up to the hand at the ceiling. Take a breath in, exhale and reach. Really reach. That hand reaches down the back. You're creating space between your rib and the hip here. Take a breath again, exhale and reach. Doing really good, guys. Okay, excellent. Next breath, exhale back into your warrior. Hold this here. Bend that front knee for me, really deepen it. Feel that back leg extend. There's power here, it's a warrior pose, nice and strong. Hold, hold, hold. Core's engaged. Excellent, take a breath, exhale, push out of it. Turn your toe now forwards on the outward leg and outwards on the forward leg, so swapping over. Bending this knee now, feel that stretch through the inner thigh. Head up, shoulders back and down, core engaged. Coming into your warrior one. Arms come out. Make sure you're not hunched up. Draw the shoulders back and down. Looking to the front arm. Hold it here. Again, if you want to feel it firmer, bend that front leg. You'll really feel you're working harder. That back leg should be nice and straight. Okay, from here, take a breath. Exhale, reach that forward hand up to the ceiling. The backward hand reaches down to the leg. Again, we're creating space between the rib and the hip. Take a breath. Exhale and reach. And again, breath, exhale and reach. Brilliant. With this next breath, you're coming back into your warrior. Again, hold it nice and strong. Deepen that bend for me. Really lock out that back leg. Really feel you're working hard here. Hold it for me. Last breath, nice and strong. Excellent. And pushing out, coming out. From here, you want to find a bit of space in front of you. Just give your legs a quick shake, and we're coming into our roll down. So, taking a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to tuck the chin in, engage through the core, slowly, slowly roll down. As you roll down, lock the knees for me. I don't want soft knees just yet. Okay, at the end of this, I want you to hang. Feel like your arms are elephant trunks. Just have a little sway. Enjoy the creation of space in your backs of your legs, opening up the space between the lumbar spine. Just enjoy this for a moment. Keeping the knees locked out, you feel the stretch through the hamstrings, through the back of the legs, just holding it. Like I say, you can sway those arms if you want. I even feel this stretch in my feet, okay? So you feel it where you're tight. Okay, from here, unlock the knees. Bend the knees slightly and then roll down more. Look between your legs. If you can get your forehead to your knees, really increase that stretch. Okay, from here, we're going to walk the hands out into your downward dog. So there's a 1, 2, into your triangle pose. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Push those knees back. Really power up through the shoulders. Looking to the wall behind you, your belly button should be drawn to your spine. And then really try and get those heels to the floor. And just from here, I'd like to go into some foot pedals, so just bending the knees, pedaling the feet. See if you can get those heels down to the floor
controlled staff, anyone who can get their heels on the floor. Okay, and then take a breath, exhale, push, 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 push. Really push through those arms, lock those knees back, no bending the knees. I know some of my regulars cheat and bend the knees. Keep those knees locked back. Okay, excellent. Bending the knees, coming onto your hands and knees. We're just going to do a cat purr, which is tucking your chin, arching your back up, and then lifting your head, arching your back down. Now we're going to quickly go into a plank for the people who want a slightly more challenging exercise here. So for those of you who are more at the level 1, please just stick with this cat purr. For those of you who want to come into the plank challenge, I want you to tuck your toes back under, walk one hand out and then the other hand. Take a breath, exhale and extend, okay? So from here we're in our high plank. And you're just going to hold this here. With your high plank, don't let your head low. Look straight down between your arms. Belly button towards your spine. Don't want your bottom in the air. You need to be nice and straight. Don't want your back sagging. Hold it for me. Brace the knees. Okay? From here, we're going to go to low plank. So come down onto your elbows for me. And then we're coming into our plank rocker. I want you to take a breath in. As you exhale, come forwards. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come forwards. Inhale, come back. We're going to do a few more here. Keep going. Belly button to the spine. Nice and controlled. Don't let your head drop. Last one. Excellent. Back into high plank. Hold that there. Nice and strong. Take a breath. Exhale. Join the rest with the cat curl. So arching back up and lifting the head. We'll just have one more moment here with your cat curls. Okay, perfect. From here, we're going to come into a gluteal exercise. Now previously I've done this on our hands. I know some of you struggle with your wrists. So we're going to come down onto your elbows. Make almost a triangle shape with your elbows. If you want, you can interlace your fingers like you're saying your prayers, or you can just have your palms out. So your bottom's in the air a little bit. From here, I don't want an archy back, okay? So you do need to put your belly button towards your spine here. And we're going to come into some gluteal exercise. So a kick back. The movement, you're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, you're bringing your leg up. As you inhale, you're returning but not resting. Exhale and kick, inhale, return. Exhale and kick, inhale, return. You should feel that this is a little bit of a challenge on your shoulders, but it's taking the pressure off your wrists. Make sure you've not got a floppy head, keep the chin tucked in, eyes looking almost towards your wrists. Exhale, kick and squeeze, inhale, return. Keep that belly button drawn to your spine. We're going to do 3 more here. You're doing really good, guys. You should feel that in your glutes, also a bit in your hamstrings, to the back of your leg. Last one. Excellent. Swapping over. Core engaged. Head looking down. So again, imagine you've got a little ball between your chin and your chest. You don't want to drop it or squeeze it. Keep those shoulders nice and strong. Take a breath in. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale, return. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale, return. Keep going for me. Really feel that you've got those core muscles switched on. Your shoulders nice and strong here. Really squeezing the glutes. Feeling those hamstrings kick into the end of this movement. Again, just 3 more. Last one, make it a good one. Okay, excellent. From here, we're going to go straight into your child's pose. So child's pose is sitting back on the feet, resting the forehead, reaching the hands forward. If you haven't got the movement in your knees or hips, it's fine to have your bottom in the air, and you're resting like this, okay? So whatever you suits, okay? If you don't like this, you can just have your head on your arms, okay? But ideally pushing back, reaching forwards for me. Reach the hands away as much as you possibly can. And I want you to take your right hand and place it on top of the left. And then reach your fingertips away as much as possible to create some feeling of space between the rib and the hip on the right hand side. Hold it here for a few breaths. Okay, excellent. The right hand now comes to the right side. The left hand follows it. So you're now reaching and creating space between the rib and the hip on the left side. Again, nice relaxed breathing. Push those fingers away as much as you can to create the space. Okay, excellent. Taking your arms back out and coming back onto all fours. We're just going to have a quick rotation stretch here with threading the needle. We have done this one before. So back onto your hands and knees, hands more or less under your shoulders, belly button tucked in. You're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bring that right arm up to the ceiling, head follows your hand. Hold it here for me. Have a breath. Exhale, push through that hand on the mat, the left hand. Feel the rotation increase. Brilliant. Take a breath. Exhale, thread that hand through. Rest down on your shoulder. Feel that rotation through the rib cage. Holding it just for one more moment. Take a breath. Exhale, draw me a rainbow. Come all the way up. Nice big arch. Push through that left hand on the mat. Feel that you're really increasing the rotation. This is the last one on this side, so really enjoy the stretch. Take a breath. Exhale. Brilliant. Then another breath for me. And then this time as you exhale, thread that hand back through, relaxing the shoulder, relaxing the head. Really push those fingertips away from you as much as you can. Okay, excellent. Gently resetting back onto all fours. And then we're going to swap over. So now resting your right hand, your left hand, you're taking a breath, exhale, rotating up to the ceiling, head follows your hand, really push through the hand on the mat to get that extra rotation. Take a breath, exhale. And then again, another breath for me. This time as you exhale, thread that arm through. Relax your head, relax your shoulder, feel that rotation through the spine. And we're going to hold this here for a breath. And then again, taking a breath for me, exhale, last one, make it a good one. Really drawing that arc, that rainbow coming up to the ceiling. Taking a breath, exhale and reach, head rotates with the arm, push through that arm to get that extra bit of movement. Taking a breath here, exhale. And then again, last breath, coming through, sliding down. Enjoying the stretch. Really reach those fingertips away from you as much as you possibly can. Enjoy that rotation through the rib cage, through the mid back. Okay, excellent. Slowly coming back to the centre and moving to lie onto your tummy for our next exercise. So this next exercise, we're going to focus on the upper half of the body. You're going to rest face down, so forehead onto the floor, onto the mat. Okay, if you've got glasses on, you might want to take them off. And you're going to pop your hands on the sides of you. With your hands, you don't want them up to the ceiling, you want them touching your legs. So the palm of your hands touch your legs. Now by doing that, what you'll find is instead of your shoulders being rounded, it brings them up. Those muscles that we used in the dumb waiter at the start, those mid-back muscles, we're going to be using those again. We're also using our neck stabilising muscles. First of all, think about your belly. We do need to switch that on. If your belly's switched off, your back is overarched, okay? So belly button towards the spine, palms touching your legs. Chin tucked in. Your eyes stay looking down for this exercise. You're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, the head hovers an inch and the arms reach down towards the toes. Really feel that extension through the back of the shoulders, through the upper back. We're going to hold it here for a breath. and then coming back down. Not relaxing completely. Take a breath in, exhale, reach the fingertips towards the feet, palms facing your legs, eyes looking down, chin tucked in, and then relaxing down. So this is the top half of your dart. Again, taking a breath, exhale, hovering, reach the arms, should feel your tricep muscles, the arm muscles at the back of the arms working, relaxing down. And again, take a breath, exhale. Great exercise for your bingo wings, ladies. And relaxing down. And again, really good for strengthening your upper back and postural muscles. One more, make it a good one. Take a breath, exhale, reach the fingertips, look down towards the floor. Okay, excellent, and then relax. As you relax, you can bring your hands forwards, and you're going to come to rest your head on your left hand, and you're going to reach for your right foot with your right hand, and you're giving the front of the thigh a stretch. If you can't hold it like I'm doing, just grab onto your trouser or to your shin, wherever you can, okay? Feel a stretch on the front of the thigh, also your hip flexor, the front of your hip. Nice relaxed breathing here. Okay, from here we go into our scorpion stretch. The scorpion stretch, you let go of your foot, you keep your right arm out to the side, you take a breath, and as you exhale, you rotate the leg. So it's like a scorpion's tail coming to sting, okay? Feel that stretch through the back, through the front of the hip. Hold it just for one more second, and then gently break. Swapping over, head goes onto the right arm, your left hand comes towards your heel, and you're stretching the front of the thigh. Nice relaxed breathing whilst you're stretching here. Okay, and again, taking that left hand, letting go of your foot, popping your hand to the side. Take a breath, exhale into your scorpion stretch, rotating through the back. Okay, excellent. Slowly and gently take your time. You're going to come to lie onto your side, your head supported by your underarm. If you need a cushion, feel free to use one. And we're going to bend the knees. We're going to go back to basics tonight. We're doing our clam. Clam's excellent. We did it in standing. We're going to do it now in lying. Really, really good for getting these gluteal muscles fired up. Our gluteal muscles, they support the lumbar spine, help prevent back pain. If you're a runner, it's what helps powers you through your run. So really important muscles. So for our clam, toes, knees and hips stacked on top of each other. Draw that top hip down, okay? What you want is a tiny feeling of space between your side, okay, and the mat. What we don't want is completely sagged and soft through the middle. So drawing that top hip down, core engaged. Hands onto your hips, that's going to help correct you if you do this wrong. You're going to take a breath in as you exhale, your knees coming open, and tonight we're just going to inhale, return, keep it flowing. Exhale and up, inhale and down. Exhale and up, inhale and down. Now the hand is here. If you exhale and lift and find yourself rotating backwards, you're stopping yourself with that hand. So that hand is correcting you. It's keeping your hips pushed forwards. Now if you had imaginary headlights on your hips, they stay forwards. They don't rotate backwards. So you should feel this working those deep gluteal muscles here. Now this is our level 1. We're going to do a few more repetitions here. I'd like everyone to at least try the level 2. If you hate the level 2, you can come back to this level 1. Got 2 more repetitions at this level. Okay, excellent. Just have a quick rest. So the level 2, the movement's the same, but your start position is different. You now hover both feet off the mat, okay? As you do that, you might go saggy in the middle. So again, keep that top hip down, keep the core engaged, keep your hand there to hold yourself. So feet hovered. Movement's the same. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees come apart. Inhale, knees come together. Exhale, knees come apart. Inhale together. Keep going for me. The key is to keep that lift of the bottom leg. So that bottom leg is your stabiliser, it's holding you there. The top leg is your mobiliser, it's the movement. Your core should still be engaged, giving you some control through the centre. And 3 more. I'm sure you can feel you're working hard now. Keep that lift, don't lose it as you get tired. Last one. Okay, excellent. Bringing the legs back down. Just bring that leg forward, have a quick rub. Helps the blood go to the muscle and popping the legs back. Now this next exercise, again we have level 1 and level 2. Quite simple the difference. The level 1 is your knees bent and that gives you a wider base of support. The level 2, the bottom leg extends, okay? So you're either bottom leg extended if you want more of a challenge, or if you want the level 1, bottom leg bent. I'll show you both, okay? You might want to pop your hand here at the front. That's just going to give you a bit of stability. So the movement is called side kick. It's almost like walking or cycling. You're going to take a breath in. As you breathe in, the knee comes up. As you exhale, breathe out, the leg comes back. Inhale, knee comes up. Exhale, leg comes back. So inhale, knee comes up. Exhale, leg comes back. So I'm currently doing the level 1. That bottom leg is bent. The level 2, the bottom leg extends and the movement's the same. Inhale up, exhale back. So you should feel that you're really working the glutes. Slightly different glute muscle than what we did in the clam. Keep going. Your hamstring kicks in a little bit here as well. Really good glute and hamstring workout this evening. I'm sure you can all feel that. So this is the level 2, bottom leg straight. Just 2 more here, you're doing great. The last one, really make it a good one. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, excellent. From here, we're slowly coming into sitting. Take your time, bring yourself up into sitting. Once you're into sitting, okay, pop your hands onto your knees for me. Just sit up nice and tall for a moment. Okay, so we're just going to do a little seated roll down, hands on the front of your knees. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck the chin in, roll down. Inhale, come up, grow up tall. And we'll do another one now. Take a breath. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, grow up tall. Okay, one more there. Take a breath. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, grow up tall. Okay, we've been working on the V-sit and variations. We're going to continue that this evening. Okay, so first of all, I want you to pop your hands behind your knee. We'll progress into it. What I'd like you to do is give it a try. If at any point you think this is really hard, stick at that point, okay? So, cores engaged, sit back slightly, bring one leg up, the other leg joins. So this is your supported V-sit, because your hands are holding. If you want a bit less support, just go to fingertip, okay? Hopefully that feels good. If that's really challenging, stick there, okay? So that's your supported V-sit. If you want the extra challenge, it's the unsupported V-sit, cores engaged, okay? So holding it, don't shrug your shoulders, shoulders back and down. Okay, so if you're holding that there and that's a challenge, good, stick with it. The last little challenge for those of you who want it, you're going to take a breath in, you're going to exhale and toe tap, inhale, return. Exhale and toe tap, inhale, return. So we're just doing some little toe taps with our V-sit tonight. Keeping that control, okay? Really keeping that focus, the core's engaged, you're not rolling backwards. If you need to add the fingers, you can add the fingers for support. Keep going for me, we're going to do just a few more on each leg. Nice and controlled toe taps with your V-sit. Doing really good. Okay, excellent. Last couple. Brilliant. Pop your feet back, hands behind your knees, row up nice and tall. Brilliant. So from here, we're just going to come into a hamstring stretch. I want you to pop one hand on your toes and the opposite hand on your toes. If you've got a sticky floor like me, you might just need to slide slowly. If you've got socks on, it's much easier. So the movement, you're going to take a breath. You're going to tuck your chin to your chest, and then as you exhale, you're extending the knees, tucking the chin to the chest. It's like a roll down, but we're really extending. If you can't hold your toes, hold your shins. Use that to give you a bit of pivot and movement, okay? Chin stays tucked in. Take another breath. Exhale, continue the roll down. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings, but we're really aiming to open up the lumbar spine as well. Chin to your chest, stretching through the spine. And then again, take a breath. Exhale. As the lungs deflate, you'll find that you can push into the stretch a little bit more. Just holding it for one more moment and slowly, gently rolling back up and coming out of it. Excellent. We're going to swap sides. So we're going to come on to your side lying exercises on the opposite side now. So you should know what's coming. Head supported on your arm or a cushion if you need one. Knees bent, toes, knees and hips stacked on top of each other. That top hip draws down, your core switches on. We're going for level 1 climb to begin with. Taking a breath in, exhale, knees come apart, inhale, knees together. Exhale, knees apart, inhale, knees together. Keep those core muscles switched on. If you feel yourself rolling backwards, correct yourself. That's what that hand's doing on the hip there, or on the bottom, just whatever suits you. Keep going for me. Doing really good. Have you lost that core control? If you have, switch it back on. 3 more here. Excellent. Have a little rest. We know what's coming now. I want you to try the level 2. So level 2, the feet hover off the mat. As the feet hover, you might feel like you've sagged. Keep that hip down, keep that core engaged. Okay, movement the same. Take a breath, exhale, knees apart, inhale, knees together. Exhale, knees apart, inhale, knees together. Keep going for me. Keep those tummy muscles very much drawn in, switched on. Keep that hand onto your hip, stopping yourself rolling backwards. Doing really good, everybody. So you're feeling the burn a little bit in those glutes now. 3 more. Excellent. Relax the feet. Give the bottom a quick rub. Just release the muscles for a second. And then we're coming into our side kick. Now if you remember, side kick level 1 is the knee bent, gives you a wider base of support. Level 2, that bottom leg is extended, gives you a narrower base of support. Again, I'll show you both, okay? Hand in front just for a bit of support, core's engaged. You take a breath in, knee comes forward. As you exhale, the leg goes backwards, you squeeze the glutes. Inhale, leg forwards, exhale, glutes and hamstrings, squeeze back. So this is your level 1. Bottom knees bent, gives you that wide base of support. Level 2, you extend the bottom leg. You've got a narrower base of support, and it just challenges your core and your balance that little bit more. Squeeze those glutes and those hamstrings as you come backwards. Keep going for me, doing really good, everybody. And again, we'll do 3 more. Last one. Excellent. And then relaxing. Coming to roll onto your back. And you'll be glad to know we're going to give those well-worked gluteal muscles a nice stretch now. Okay, so to do the stretch, knees bent up to begin with. And just to say again, this has 2 levels. Anyone who's had a hip replacement or has hip issues, stick with level 1, please. Do not push into pain. Okay, so movement. You place the outer aspect of your right foot onto your left knee. And level 1, you're just pushing that right knee away, and that opens up the hip joint, okay? If that feels really strong or a bit uncomfortable, stay there. Otherwise, you're coming to the level 2, hands through the legs, pulling that left leg towards you. Now you'll feel the stretch deep in your bottom, down the thigh where you've just been working. If you want to feel it even stronger, try and bring your nose to your shin or your knees, and you'll feel that that just gets that bit deeper into your glute muscles where you've just been working. Nice relaxed breathing whilst you're stretching here. You're doing really good, everybody. Okay, just one more breath here and then we will swap over. Okay, excellent, relaxing down. So now your right foot goes on the mat. The outer aspect of the left foot goes on your right knee. And again, level one, you're just pushing that left knee away and stretching and opening the left hip. If that feels strong or you've had a hip replacement, stay there. Otherwise, you're hugging the right leg towards you. And again, you can bring your nose up to your knee if you want, just to feel that stretch intensify. I don't know about you, but me personally, I definitely feel it tighter on one side compared to the other. Some people do, some people don't. The tighter side is usually the side that you tend to work more. So for me, I'm right hand dominant. It's usually always my right side that feels tighter. But yeah, you just need to try and stretch so they feel equal. Last breath to hold here. And then relaxing down. Now we're going to come into a hamstring stretch, just while we're having a stretching moment. Left leg goes flat for me. That keeps your spine in a neutral position. The right leg you're going to hold behind the knee and take the leg towards the ceiling. And from here you're going to give the toes a little bit of a wiggle. Just with the leg to the ceiling, that's a pure hamstring stretch. With the toe wiggle, you get a little bit of a sciatic nerve movement in there as well. Doesn't matter if you circle the foot or point the toes up and down, whatever works for you. Okay, last breath, just for a stretch here. Really enjoy that stretch through the back of the leg and then relaxing down. Right leg flat down, keep your spine in a neutral position, holding behind the left leg, extending the leg, and then again bringing those toes into that circular movement, or the toes up and down. You get the odd tingle in your leg as you do this, or in your toes. You are stretching a nerve, so it's not that unheard of to get a tingle as you're stretching here. Gently relaxing down. So from here we're going to come into some core exercises. It's important that the head and neck's in a good position, so just tuck that chin in and put your hands by your sides. Okay, the chin elongation is nice to keep your upper neck in a good position whilst we're working the lower half. So from here we're going to come into our double tabletop, which is a challenge in itself for some people. You're going to take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to draw down through the core, bring your right leg into single tabletop, okay? From here, you do what's called an imprint. You draw down the belly button. What we don't want is your back to arch off the mat at any point. So belly button drawn down, imaginary spring between your ribs and your hips, very much switched on. Take a breath, exhale, you're now in double tabletop. So this is your start position, okay? The movement, we're going for an extended, it's called a one leg stretch. So the movement, you're going to take a breath to prepare. As you exhale, you extend. Inhale, return, swapping over. Exhale, extend. Inhale, return. And then this is the movement, you're going to keep going with it, okay? So head and shoulders, stay nice and relaxed, chin tucked in. Core's very much engaged here. At no point should you feel that your back is arching off the mat. You're using those deep abdominal muscles to keep the back controlled. Like I said, there's imaginary spring between your rib and your hips that you're using to keep that connection there. Keep going for me. Doing really good. You're going at almost 45 degrees, so we're not extending up to the ceiling, it's over to the wall in front of you. We're going to do 4 more, 2 more on each side. Okay, to come out of this, back to double tabletop, bring the knees to your chest. Your right hand on your right knee, your left hand on your left knee. Hugging the knees to the chest, and then just holding that there for a moment. And then we're just going to do some knee circles. So you're holding your knees and circling your knees round, circling your hips, feeling the ball, rotating the sockets. And then change direction, do your hip circles in the opposite direction. Okay, excellent. Just pop one foot down and the other foot down, and then we're going to reset and coming back to our tabletop, okay? So the movement, take a breath in, exhale, right leg comes up, imprint down, use those core muscles as you exhale to into double tabletop. And from here I want you to float your arms in the air, okay? We're going to come into something called a dead bug. So if you think about a dead bug, we kind of look like one at the moment, okay? But it's a bug moving. So we're going to do opposite arms and legs. It's going to be a toe tap with the legs and an arm movement. So toe tap is just a tap down, and then the arm is going to be a movement backwards. So it's opposite arm and leg, cores engaged, those imaginary springs switched on. You're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, your left leg taps down, your right arm comes back. Inhale, return, swapping over. Exhale, right leg taps down, left arm back, and swapping over. So keeping that core very much engaged. Opposite arms and legs for the dead bug. You're not relaxing at the bottom, it's just a tap down. If this is challenging, stick with it. If you feel that you want the extra challenge, instead of a toe tap, with your next movement, you can come into a leg extension and back. So your toe tap is your level 1, your leg extension is your level 2. Keep that core engaged, don't let your back hover and arch. You're doing really well, everybody. We're going to do 4 more, so that's 2 more on each side. Okay, excellent. Then to finish again, hands on your knees, hold your knees to your chest. Pop your feet down onto the mat, nice and controlled. Keep the feet together. We're just going to quickly come into a butterfly stretch. So that's letting the groin stretch. Feet together, knees drop out. And if you want, pop your hands onto your thighs and just gently feel that stretch in the inner thigh and groin. Okay, excellent. Coming back up. So just to finish, we're going to do our little abdominal preparation, our core engagement. And yes, you guessed it, back to double tabletop, always nice and challenging, okay? So take a breath, exhale, right leg comes up, imprint down, imaginary spring between your ribs and your hips, switched on, arms by your side, take a breath, exhale, we're now in double tabletop, okay? Keep the chin tucked in for me so the back of the leg is nice and long. This chin tucked in is important now, because that keeps your neck's core on, it'll stop you getting neck ache. What I don't want as you do this is a pokey chin up to the ceiling, that's what hurts the head, okay? So chin tucked in, hands on your knees. You're going to take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to reach your hands towards your ankles. As you inhale, you come down. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, coming down. So you're trying to decrease the space between the ribs and the hips. It's our little abdominal crunch. Nice and controlled. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you come down. If you want the extra challenge, the level 2s can extend their legs and you're reaching up to the ceiling. Keep going for me. Three more. So your level 2, your legs are to the ceiling. Level 1, your legs are bent. Last one. Excellent. And again, just to finish, bring those knees into the chest. Either stay here if you want to come into your happy baby, grabbing hold of your feet, extending your legs up, and then from there taking the feet apart and having a good stretch through the back of the hamstrings. It's called a happy baby. Give me a smile. Hopefully you're enjoying the class. Okay, excellent. Bringing the knees and feet back together and popping the feet on the mat, okay? Just to finish, we're going to do a neck exercise. Okay, we talked about the neck core before, and this is getting it working. Relax the arms. Palms can be up to the ceiling or down, that's up to you. Relax the legs, keep the knees bent though it keeps the back in a nice position. I want you to imagine you've got a pencil on your nose, and we're going to be drawing a straight line. So we're going to be nodding to the wall behind you, and then nodding and tucking your chin in, like giving yourself a double chin, okay? So the movement, just have a breath in and nod back, look to the wall behind you, and then as you exhale, I want you to tuck your chin in as if you're giving yourself a double chin. Inhale, nod up. Exhale, nod down. As you're doing this, as you nod down, you should feel a stretch through the back of the neck. You may even feel it down the spine and into the shoulders. This is great for bringing your head into a better position, particularly if you've been sat over a computer or driving or looking down a lot. 2 more. And then rest in the middle. Brilliant. Okay, so from here, we're going to slowly roll onto our sides. And from your sides, take your time, come onto all fours, and we'll just have a quick cat curl. Take a breath, exhale and arch up, inhale, come back. And then again, exhale and arch up, inhale and come back. From here, I want you to tuck your toes under. We're going back to our downward dog. Take a breath. Exhale, push and reach. Really push those heels, power through the shoulders. Can you get those heels a bit closer to the mat than you did at the start of the class? Belly button to the spine. Any bend in the knees, extend them for me. Take a breath, exhale, push, push, push through those hands, belly button towards the ceiling, get those heels to the floor. And then again, just a few foot pedals, bend the knees, pedal the heels. Feel that this feels a bit easier, a bit more fluid, a bit looser than it did at the start of the class. And then again, last time, take a breath, exhale and push, push, push. Brilliant. Bend the knees, walk the hands towards the feet. And then take your time here, slowly roll up. As you roll up, think about those 5 lumbar bones, those lower back bones restacking first. Your 12 mid back bones come next. And then lastly, your 7 neck bones come up. As your head comes on top of your shoulders, imagine your helium balloon has reinflated. That string lifting through the pelvic floor. Remember, the arms fall in line with the sides of your legs. We're just going to have a couple of stretches to finish. If you're feeling dizzy, just have a breath. Any dizziness, let it settle. From here, you're going to take your right foot and cross it over your left foot. Your right arm reaches up. You're taking a breath. As you exhale, you're reaching up and across to the left. We're not rotating. Imagine you're squashed between 2 planes of glass. And again, you're creating space between your rib and your hip. Take a breath. Exhale and reach. Good. One more breath. Exhale and reach. Really lengthen. Okay, good. Bringing the right arm back. Cross the right arm over, cross the left foot now over the right foot. Left arm reaches up. We're not collapsing to the right, we're reaching from the left. Take a breath, exhale and reach. And again, think about that space between the rib and the hip increasing. Doing really good, everybody. Take a breath, exhale and reach. One more breath here. Okay, excellent. Bringing the arm back, popping the feet back to hip distance, core engaged, head on top of the shoulders. Think of your neck as a shelf that your head sits on. Arms back in line with the sides, nice wide collarbones. Just to finish, a couple of neck stretches. Gently drop your ear to your shoulder, let your arm drop out to the side. You'll feel a stretch all through the neck and the top of the shoulder. And then just look towards your armpit. That changes the emphasis of the stretch slightly. Perfect. Slowly, gently popping your head back on top of your shoulders. Have a breath, just, and then swapping over. Opposite ear to opposite shoulder. Arm reaches out, feeling that stretch through the top of the neck and the shoulder. Core very much drawn and engaged still while we're stretching here. And then gently take a breath, exhale, look down towards your armpit, feel that the change of the stretch slightly. And then gently bringing the head back to the centre. Give me a couple of little shoulder rolls, any tension loosening it off. Remember the key points of this posture. Just to finish, nice big deep breath in, shrug up, any tension just let it go. We'll do 2 more. Last one. That's us done for the evening. Try and remember the key points of your posture throughout your day, particularly if you're walking around, core engaged, head up, shoulders in a good posture, arms by your sides rather than slouched. Imagine that helium balloon's keeping you tall and those core muscles are gently switched on to keep your posture nice. Remember, it's not a stiff thing, you can move, but you should always come back to this good posture. So see this as home, it's where you want to come back to. You can move out of it, but it's the best place to sort of rest, okay? Hopefully you've enjoyed the class today. Obviously, it'd be lovely if you could just give me a hello or a bit of feedback. Always nice to know. And as I said, the video will be played back again on Active in Redbourne's website, so feel free to join in again on Saturday. Otherwise, Active in Redbourne has got lots of other initiatives going on, some yoga, some strength and supple work, stretching work, so feel free to go and have a look at their website. I hope everybody's well. I hope to see you all next week. Stay safe, everyone. Take care. Bye for now.